Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Old Country Gen 2 smoker. Now, I've had this smoker for a couple weeks, and the only thing I've done to it is just break it in. I did the initial burn off, seasoned the inside and everything, and just kind of got a feel on how this smoker works. And let me tell you, it's phenomenal. Now, how I seasoned this thing, all I really did is just put a chimney, a lump charcoal in this thing, and that brought it up to about 325 degrees. I had a little bit of split a log, a little tiny one, and I brought it at about 350. Stayed that probably about almost 2 hours. So I have a lot of good things that I might be gonna be saying about this thing as I use it. But today we're gonna be doing fire management. Now, fire management on this thing is probably gonna be a little different because this is a smaller pit. Now, most fire management videos that you're gonna find on YouTube, you're looking at about 250, 500 gallon smokers. You know, those things require a lot of wood. Now this thing, if you really look at it, this firebox is actually half the size of the cooking chamber. So you don't need a whole lot of fire in this thing. And let me tell you, I guarantee you that you're gonna be saving a lot of wood with this insulated smoke box. So let's talk about wood. I got two pieces right here. They're a little dense. I'm probably gonna start off with two pieces like this, probably about 2 inches. They're about 9 to 10 inches in length. This is a little dense. It's probably a little bit too heavy that I would probably put on once I get my bed of coals. Now this other log here, this is dense. It's a little bit more, it's dense as this one. It's not as heavy and definitely not as big. So once I create my bed of coals, this will probably be the one that I'm gonna be replenishing. You know, it's gonna take a little bit longer to burn out a lot of that moisture out and then fully lit. So that way, when it does light, you know, I'll be able to carry over some temperatures that I'm losing. But we're gonna be starting off with two big chunks like this. We'll probably be starting off these two on the bottom, a little thicker and a little bit more dense. Now let's talk about some lighter wood. It's a lot lighter, not as dense, a little bit more hollow to it. Now these will catch a lot faster. Now I'm gonna put these over a little bit more denser woods, and they'll probably follow another, maybe one dense or maybe two lighter pieces of wood, just depending on, this is my first real burn-in with actual wood. So I'm just gonna be really experimenting with this, but I really have a strong feeling that we're not gonna need a lot of fuel for this smoker. So let's build that fire. I'm not gonna be using this little grate for our wood. So we're gonna put this to the side. Two logs right here because this is where it's gonna allow the airflow to come up. Now these are my two dense pieces of wood. I got 3 light pieces of wood right here, not so dense. I'll be putting this probably closer to the back. One right here in the middle, about 1 inch apart. And they're right here. Space them out. I'm going to do 2 light pieces of wood right here on the sides. I'm going to do 1 dense piece of wood out right there. So we're about 1 inch in the middle and about 1 inch on the side between these. Now with this here, I got a feeling this is enough wood. I might just throw 1 small split right here on top, just so as those flames come up, it'll kind of get something to be able to travel through as it goes through those little holes between the woods. All right, so to start this, what we're gonna do is just take some butcher paper, a little bit of cooking oil. Okay, and we'll just fold this up. Loose, not real tight. That way it can allow some airflow to get in there to get this to burn. All right, so we're gonna stuff in our little paper here right underneath. We'll start it up. Bit of air. As you can see, we got a huge fire. Now, no worries. Yes, it's aggressive. It's a live, living, breathing thing right now. But let some time just gradually just do its thing, because what's going to end up happening is that fire is going to calm down. It has a lot of oxygen. I have the smokestack wide open. So this thing is breathing. We got a lot of air coming in and a lot of air going out. So I'm going to give this about 30 to about 40 minutes. I'm going to come back in about 30 minutes, see how these coals are doing, and we'll go from there. Now that it's not so aggressive, start moving some stuff around. Start feeling to see what wants to break down. Now this is still a hot fire. This is probably a little too much that I actually want. So I'm going to let this go down. I still have some to break down on this one. Plus we have these two on the bottom. But all those ones that we put in the middle, seems like those burnt up really, really good. So I'm going to let this go for a little bit more. Alright, so all I did right there is I'm taking some of those coals and putting them right there in that middle. Just slide your shovel through. Just stuff them right here in the middle. Kind of want to reposition this one right here, right back on top. Push these in a little bit more. Tighten it up. This one could get broken down into coals. Now that our wood has burnt down into our coals, now we just need to break things up and get those coals where they can get some oxygen. That's going to provide the fire that we need for our new splits of wood. So break up as needed. Make sure that your coals are getting some nice oxygen in there, and you'll see them glowing. Once you see them nice and red, they're ready to go. At this point, your coal bed is already made. To replenish your heat, all you have to do is add a split of wood every 20 to 25 minutes. Add it in there and let it catch. And to replenish, all you do is just stir up your coal bed and add another split. If you need to add some more smaller splits to kind of replenish your coal bed, you could throw in a couple more pieces in there. They'll burn fast, they'll get through their peak point, and now you got some extra coals into your coal bed. That's all it takes really to manage this smoker. It's very, very simple. Like I said, you really don't need to use a whole lot of wood. And once I got down to like a lot of that wood burnt down, I really noticed that I didn't need to use a whole lot of wood. And you can see I got a very small coal bed and I'm just putting small splits here and there. But if this information was good for you, please hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Now y'all take care and God bless.